Uh, have you ever wondered if using your smartphone late at night actually affects how long you sleep? We often hear that the more we use our phones, the less we sleep, but is that really true, or just a common belief?
To find out, our team decided to conduct our own survey to test how smartphone use impacts students' sleep duration.
We designed a Google Form survey including questions about average sleep time, smartphone use per day, stress level, caffeine intake, and exercise time. We also collected demographic data like gender and school year for stratification.
The goal was to gather at least 50 responses for real-life regulation analysis. Once the data was collected, we built three models. First, relationship between sleep duration and smartphone. Second, relationship between sleep duration and smartphone use, which include stress. Third, relationship between sleep duration and smartphone use, which included stress and exercise.
Each model helped us see whether adding additional variables like stress or exercise would change the relationship between smartphone use and sleep duration. Let's look at our first visualization, which shows the scatter plot with a regression line. Each yellow dot represents a student's data point, showing how their smartphone use relates to their sleep time.
As we can see, the red regression line is almost flat. This means there's no clear relationship that students who use their phones more don't necessarily sleep less.
Now take a look at the adjusted R-square comparison chart across our three models. All adjusted R-square values are negative, which means the models have very weak explanatory power. Even after adding stress and exercise as variables, the model doesn't get any better. In fact, the performance slight decreases.
In short, both visuals tell the same story that there is no strong statistical evidence that smartphone use affects sleep duration.
What does this actually mean? Even after controlling for stress and exercise, which are common confounding factors, smartphone use still doesn't show a significant impact on how long students sleep.
This suggests that other hidden variables like personal habits, like style, or even biological differences might play a larger role in determining sleep duration.
So, the popular belief that smartphone use shortens sleep time might not be entirely accurate. The data shows a much more nuanced reality, that one where smartphone use is not the main driver of poor sleep. Uh, my reflection is uh, before this project, I didn't realize how easily common beliefs can mislead us. We assumed that using smartphones more would reduce sleep time, but data showed almost no relationship. This helped me understand that not all patterns people believe are statistically real. Even after adding stress and exercise, smartphone use still showed no clear impact. I learned that data-driven research is not about proving what we expect, but about being open to unexpected results.
In my reflection, while working on this project and writing the script, I realized that data doesn't always prove what people commonly believe. At first, I also expected to see a clear negative relationship between smartphone use and sleep duration. However, after learning our Asian models, The result showed almost no correlation. This surprised me and taught me that assumptions are not always supported by evidence. Through this process, I learned how important it is to test our beliefs scientifically and to interpret data objectively rather than emotionally.
Through this project, we learned how important it is to let data guide our conclusions. At first, we believed that using a smartphone late at night would obviously reduce sleep time. However, when we collect data and analyze our own data, the relationship was much weaker than we expected. The regression research, including negative adjusted R-square values, reminded us that not all common sense ideas are supported by real evidence. Even after adding stress and exercise as control variables, smartphones still didn't have a strong effect. This showed us that human behavior, like sleep, is shaped by many hidden factors such as lifestyle, mental state, or biological rhythm. In the end, I realized that being data-driven isn't just about proving our ideas right. It's about being open to what the data tell us, even when it challenges what we thought was true.
Through this project, I gained a deeper understanding of how regression analysis extends hypothesis testing by measuring the strength and direction of relationships. I learned how to interpret statistical results such as slope and R2 in a meaningful real-world context. Collaborating with my team on Slack also improved my ability to communicate analytical ideas clearly. Overall, this project helped me connect statistical reasoning with behavioral insights, especially in understanding how smartphone use affects sleep.
For Park Jong-un's reflection, for the process and reflection, through this project, we learned the importance of data-driven decision making. Sometimes data can challenge what we assume to be true. Even after controlling for stress and exercise, smartphone use still shows no significant impact on sleep duration by proving that data doesn't always confirm what we believe.